Okay, on a lighter note, New Times Magazine says the best beer festival in Arizona is the American Beer Festival, and it's in Scottsdale.
How many beer festivals are there in Arizona?
I think we have one every weekend, I feel like.
And the American Beer Festival is in Scottsdale.
Yeah, Scottsdale Civic
Of all places.
Center.
Is this something you picked up, or you just you did this as weird? How did this start?
250 different canned beers there. All right. Okay.
How did it start?
What, how did brewing start?
No, how did you start with this thing?
This is
How do
Andrew
you pick
Bauman.
up I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry.
This is Andrew Bauman from the Perch Restaurant. And yeah, you brew beer.
I do.
You know a thing or two about it, right?
Well, my wife said she was sick of looking at me in the house and to get out and start doing something and make beer, so I did.
You do it in your garage or something? Or?
I did for about 3 years, and then about 2 days ago, I brewed my first professional batch.
Oh,
So
really?
that's exciting.
Also, 2 days you just started this.
Well, 2 days professionally, yeah.
You got a 48-hour jump on us.
That's right, you can do it too.
So you got to cook it, right?
Sure, you put the grains into hot water and you let it sit for a while.
It
So you make
smells like
sugar.
oatmeal, right? That looks
So
like
my
when you
husband
boil
used to do this, and after the first time he did it inside my house in
Oh,
my
yeah.
kitchen, I said, we need to rethink that situation because it smells to high heaven. I mean, it is not a good smell.
I think it smells awesome, but it will make a mess.
Okay, and it makes a mess.
Huge mess.
But you can do it outside, right?
Sure.
With an outside
You don't
burner
know
or something.
propane garbage.
Yeah.
You can feed this to a horse, just like
It's barley, and yeah, I feed it to chickens.
That's barley? You know,
I
when I was
friends
a
with
kid, my
chickens.
neighbor lady used to tell me that I was full of hops. And I never knew what that meant until not too long. I mean, hops you make beer with hops, right?
Sure.
So what is a hop? What's a hop?
what is that? How does the hops fit in?
Yeah.
Well, you start boiling, and then you go like this. Hops in.
Okay. So you start boiling. What are you boiling first? You didn't tell us.
This is the barley
You boil the
and water. Well, you take the barley and the water, you let it sit.
Okay.
After it sits for about an hour,
And then
then
you
it's
boil.
sugar.
Okay.
Okay.
And then it goes in
fermentation.
here.
Okay.
Then you let it, then you add hops
Okay.
for about an hour, boil
What does the
it,
hops
and
do? What does the hops do?
adds
Flavor?
aromas, flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from
bitterness.
that process, what happens after that? How long does that have to boil?
It boils for about an hour, and then you cool it down. You put it in that glass jug, and you hold it.
So when is
in a
the
dark glass.
alcohol?
Yeah, that's...
Alcohol. Well,
Where's
when
the
you add
alcohol?
yeast in here,
Yeah.
the yeast creates carbon dioxide and alcohol. Two of my favorite
It
things.
feeds off the thing right there. You go.
I remember us then we would put it in can you do this too? In a big kind of plastic
Sure.
type jug, and then we would bottle it. We would
Yeah.
put it in bison bottles
Sure.
and cap it and all of that good
These
stuff.
are really nice.
Okay. Oh, see, I was the capper. I was the bottle capper.
My kids do that.
Okay, yeah.
Do you suppose this Quaker ever knew that people would be getting drunk on his product?
Sure.
Wow.
This one is a beer I made out of popcorn.
No. What's it taste like?
Anything that's sugar, I guess you can make it.
Yeah, it's
right?
got starch, and you add it to some enzymes.
So what is your favorite? What's your favorite one that you made? Or favorite one?
Milk chocolate mole stout was really good.
No kidding.
Mole?
Sure.
Probably sounds interesting.
Yeah, a little cinnamon, little chili pepper,
So you-
dark
sweet,
stout.
too?
Yeah, a little sweetness.
Do you just
in there,
play
milk
around
sugar.
with different flavors, or is there a standard recipe that you would work off of? I mean, or do you just add?
I was in restaurants for 20 years, so
You've
I
got to
just get creative. A lot of people just go with recipes and they make great
What
beer.
turned out bad? Like the jelly bean beer? I don't like that, right?
I did make a beer with honey nut Cheerios,
That's
Oh, yeah.
and it tasted a lot like preservatives.
Do you teach?
I put too much in, I
Do you
think.
teach this anywhere so we could, go to a class?
Yeah, I've taught this for the city of Chandler. I've taught sessions, which I'm starting again in September.
Okay.
But it's a
And when-
5-week
For
series.
children to learn how to make it. Okay, not for
City
children.
of Chandler.
City Chandler.
And where's your restaurant? Perch.
It's in downtown Chandler also.
Okay.
Yeah, Arizona and Pride.
So
Wonderful.
usually, at this part of the demonstration, we get
Yeah.
to taste something. I got nothing.
He's allowed to taste. We're not allowed to taste.
I saw
There's no justice in don't eat that. You will be happy.
You know what you can do, Rob, if you don't mind, if you can wish a toast to everybody having a birthday today.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy
out
birthday,
there.
everybody. We'll
Cheers
be right
to
back.
you.